She is a former real estate agent from Western Australia who's moved to Hollywood in the hope of becoming the next Oprah Winfrey. Nine's US Bureau Chief Robert Penfold caught up with Kirsty in her LA home and her TV studio. Have a look.
Welcome to the home of Kirsty TV, where her apartment doubles as her studio.
We're going to just shoot an intro out here, that's for you.
It's show day, and Kirsty Spraggan, host, producer, researcher, makeup artist and financial backer, is getting her TV face on.
So we started with like 2 people in my living room and now we have 7.
Her show at the moment is on the internet, and one day she hopes on national television. And yes, one of her idols is Oprah. And if O can do it, well, Kirsty says, why not me?
It's worth it when you get that one email from someone who says that it's changed their life, that, you know, it made them feel more confident, or they went and did something because of it. We've had over 6,000 views just on the YouTube channel alone. Would we love millions of hits and views? Yes, but everything starts with 1, with 10, with 100, and as it's growing and growing.
So join in on the conversation and we'll see you next time on Kirsty TV.
And joining us now is Kirsty, who's in our Hollywood studio this morning. Kirsty, you are a multi-talented, multi-skilled woman. Can you tell us what it was like before this big move? What were you doing then?
Well, originally I was from Perth and I moved to Sydney to get into the motivational speaking side of things. So I'd started in, as you said, in real estate was where I had my first success. I was with a global organisation, and then I moved into motivational speaking and wrote a book and started the transition into this sort of talk show side of things.
So when exactly did you realise that that's exactly, you know, what you wanted to do, that was your dream?
It's so bizarre because I found a journal entry when I left real estate that I'd written that said, I'm going to become an international speaker, author and TV host.
Oh, wow.
And then I didn't remember writing it. And sort of a year later when I'd published the book, I was like, really? I'd actually written I was going to do that? Because at the time I was like, where did this all come from? So I don't know, I guess it was there in the back of my mind, you know, probably 5-6 years ago now.
Power of positive thinking. Now, so what did you do when you decided, OK, I'm going to pack up, I'm going to move? Tell us about that.
Well, it wasn't as quick as that, because getting a visa to live in the US and, you know, having a sponsor and all of that is a bit of a transition. So I made a couple of moves. I moved from Perth to Sydney first and rebuilt there for 4 years. And I was sort of checking things out in the US. I'd come over and go to New York, and I didn't really have the confidence at the time, or not even the confidence, but the energy, because it had been such a big move to move from Perth to Sydney, to start all over again in a new industry, to leave my family and friends. I felt like I wasn't ready to do that all over again. And then once I sort of felt ready, a couple of years ago, I started making the plans and I moved to LA probably just under 18 months ago. Wow. And love it. It's, you know, one of the best cities in the world. Hollywood's amazing, and, you know, started everything here.
Now, your whole setup, as we saw in Rob's story, it's currently in your apartment.
That's right.
2 things. How's that going for you? And also, are you hoping to move to a studio eventually?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been amazing to start there, because I think how many people like Oprah or Ellen or Larry King get to start in their apartment. So, and actually Larry King now has a show that he does from home and it's online. So, you know, I'm hanging out with the best of the best. But I love it. It's, you know, a really beautiful experience to start so organically and to be with friends and people who, you know, are part of that journey and that process with you. I have what I call I'll provide the drink and you provide the think meetings. My first screening was in my bedroom with 5 girlfriends with little notepads. So it's been beautiful. But, of course, I want to move into a studio where this month we're looking at filming in about 4 weeks, and we're currently looking at studio spaces and talking to corporate sponsors about them coming on board so that we can do live studio audience taping. And that's really where I want to grow things too, where we can have a live audience.
Oh, we hope to watch your progress. Kirsty, thank you very much for joining us. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
How good is it to see Cam, an Aussie, doing well in Hollywood? Another Aussie.
And literally living the dream. I think it's fantastic. Thank you for that.